Welcome back to my channel, and welcome back treasure hunters and coin lovers. Today, we're diving into the incredible story of the ultra-rare top 7 most valuable and most expensive United States of America, most beautiful Roosevelt dime. A tiny coin with unimaginable value that could turn spare change into a life-changing fortune. From hidden minting errors to breathtaking auction prices, this humble dime holds secrets that could make you rich overnight. Stay tuned, because what you're about to discover might just be sitting in your pocket right now. Let's get started first. Up to in the fascinating world of numismatics. Few coins capture the imagination quite like the elusive and highly coveted 1983 Roosevelt dime that enthusiasts often link to the spirit of rare bicentennial treasures. At first glance, it may appear as just another small piece of American currency, but beneath its modest size lies an incredible tale of history, symbolism, and staggering value in today's collector's market. This particular dime bears the dignified portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, who guided the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. His image, facing left, is framed by the bold inscription "Liberty" and the revered motto "In God We Trust," along with the date, 1983, that silently hints at a year of remarkable numismatic surprises. What makes this coin especially captivating is the depth of symbolism woven into both sides of its design. On the obverse, Roosevelt's calm yet determined profile serves as a tribute to leadership, courage, and resilience, values deeply embedded in American history. On the reverse, a carefully arranged composition tells its own story: an olive branch representing peace, a torch symbolizing liberty, and an oak branch embodying strength and victory. These elements are framed by the timeless national motto, E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, and encircled by the inscriptions, United States of America and one dime. Together, they transform this small coin into a piece of art and patriotism that resonates far beyond its face value. While the 1983 dime was not officially a bicentennial coin in the traditional sense, certain rare varieties and error strikes from this year have found themselves in the company of America's most sought-after collectibles. Numismatists and treasure hunters alike are drawn to unique minting errors, such as off-center strikes, doubled dies, or unusual planchet compositions that can turn an ordinary dime into a six-figure or even seven-figure marvel. These rare versions exist in such limited quantities that when one appears at auction, it can ignite a frenzy among seasoned collectors, driving bids to astonishing heights. The mystique surrounding this coin is heightened by the fact that very few people even realize they might have one in their possession. Unlike larger coins that draw immediate attention, the dime often slips quietly through hands and cash drawers without a second thought. Yet, for those with a keen eye and a little knowledge, the discovery of a rare 1983 Roosevelt dime could be life-changing. Many of these treasures lie hidden in old change jars, inherited coin collections, or forgotten rolls tucked away for decades, waiting for someone to uncover their true worth. What adds further intrigue is the craftsmanship and detail in the coins. Imagery. The way the olive sprays flank the eagle-like symbolism from America's heraldic traditions evokes strength and unity, while the precise lettering and sharp relief mark the skill of the U.S. mint engravers. Even under magnification, each line of the torch flame, each curve of the branches, and each serif in the inscriptions reflects the meticulous effort invested in creating a coin that would circulate by the billions, yet still hold the potential for extraordinary rarity in select cases. Collectors often speak of the dream find, the moment when a seemingly common coin turns out to be an ultra-rare specimen worth millions. For the 1983 dime, that dream is not just wishful thinking. It's a documented reality in the numismatic world. High-grade examples with proof-like surfaces, rare minting errors, or unique metal compositions have fetched jaw-dropping prices. It's the perfect storm of scarcity, historical resonance, and market demand that gives this coin its legendary status among American rarities. Adding to the coin's allure is its connection to an era of American history that still feels close, yet profoundly different. The early 1980s saw the United States navigating economic change, technological advancement, and a renewed sense of national pride. Coins minted during this period, particularly those that stand out for unusual characteristics, serve as tangible artifacts of that cultural moment, pocket-sized witnesses to a nation in transition. The 1983 dime, in its rarest forms, carries that legacy with quiet dignity. Market trends in recent years have shown an upward trajectory in demand for rare modern U.S. coins, and the 1983 dime has benefited immensely from this surge of interest. Wealthy private collectors, museums, and investment-minded buyers are willing to pay premium prices to secure one of these elusive pieces. In some cases, the bidding wars for top condition or error examples have rivaled those for historic gold, coins, and centuries-old silver dollars. A testament to how much this modest dime has captured the hearts and wallets of enthusiasts that in the end, the story of the valuable 1983 Roosevelt dime is about more than just money. It's about the magic of discovery, the preservation of national heritage, and the unshakable human fascination with rare and beautiful things. From the confident gaze of Roosevelt on the obverse to the symbolic harmony of liberty, peace, and victory on the reverse, this coin is a reminder that extraordinary treasures often hide in plain sight. For those fortunate enough to find one, it's not just a coin. It's a piece of American history, a collector's dream, and perhaps the beginning of a new chapter in their own fortunate. Next up in the 1965 United States $1 dime, featuring the portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, is a coin that often goes unnoticed in everyday transactions, yet certain rare examples have captured the attention of passionate collectors worldwide. This particular year marked the first time in modern U.S. history that the dime was minted without any silver content, transitioning instead to a copper-nickel-clad composition. On the obverse, Roosevelt's strong yet thoughtful profile faces left, accompanied by the national motto, "In God We Trust," and encircled by the bold lettering Liberty. Beneath his chin lies the date, 1965, a small inscription, with monumental significance for numismatics, as it signaled the dawn of a new coinage era. This combination of historic change and distinctive design has made certain rare variations of the 1965 dime among the most sought after in the market. While most 1965 dimes are common, it is the rare errors, unusual strikes, and special mint anomalies that elevate some pieces into the realm of ultra-valuable collectibles. These rare variants can fetch staggering prices, particularly those struck accidentally on silver planchets intended for 1964 dimes. Such minting mistakes are like buried treasure in plain sight, hiding among ordinary coins in change jars, drawers, and old coin rolls. When discovered, these errors can transform an otherwise mundane 10-cent piece into a coin worth thousands, or even hundreds of thousands, of dollars. This extraordinary value fuels the thrill of the hunt for collectors, making the 1965 dime a legendary topic in coin collecting circles. On the reverse, the design is an elegant arrangement of national symbolism. A central torch, its flame rendered with fine engraving, represents liberty and enlightenment. Flanking the torch on the left is an olive branch, a universal emblem of peace, while on the right stands a sturdy oak branch, symbolizing strength and victory. Together, they tell a story of America's resilience and aspirations. Encircling these images is the inscription, United States of America, the Latin motto, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, and the coins. Denomination, $1 dime. On some rare strikes, the details in the torch's flame, the veins of the leaves, or the clarity of the inscriptions can be exceptionally sharp, often indicating a high-grade example worth far more than its face value. Collectors often point out that 1965 was a pivotal year for U.S. coinage because of the Coinage Act of 1965, which eliminated silver from dimes and quarters to combat rising silver prices. While the general public saw this as a simple design continuation with new metal content, seasoned numismatists view it as a fascinating turning point in American monetary history. This was also a year without mint marks on dimes, adding another layer of intrigue for modern collectors who carefully study striking differences to identify potential rare varieties. The mystique surrounding the 1965 dime deepens when you consider the sheer volume minted over. 1.6 billion pieces. Yet only a tiny fraction possess the rare errors or qualities that make them exceptionally valuable. In other words, the rarity isn't in the date itself, but in the anomalies hidden among the masses. It is this blend of commonality and exceptionalism that makes finding a rare 1965 dime feel like winning the numismatic lottery. Among the most jaw-dropping discoveries are the so-called transitional errors. These are dimes struck on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964, accidentally used in the early runs of 1965 production. These pieces weigh slightly more than the standard clad dimes and have a distinct silvery ring when dropped on a hard surface. Their rarity and historic significance have driven collectors into bidding wars, with some examples selling for prices that could easily buy a luxury car or even a house. Even without errors, certain high-grade 1965 dimes can command impressive values. Coins graded MS-67 or higher, with flawless luster and razor-sharp details, are virtually impossible to find in circulation today. These pristine specimens often surface from old coin rolls or untouched mint sets. The pristine condition captures the beauty of the original design, making them true showpieces for collectors. The appeal of the 1965 Roosevelt dime also lies in its accessibility. Unlike other rare coins locked away in museums or elite private collections, this one still has the potential to turn up in everyday life. Pocket change, inherited coin jars, and overlooked drawers in old desks could all be hiding a fortune in disguise. That possibility keeps collectors and treasure hunters constantly searching, knowing that the next big find might be resting quietly in their hands. Beyond its monetary value, the 1965 dime stands as a symbol of American adaptability. It represents a time when the nation adjusted to economic pressures, yet maintained the integrity of its currency's appearance and symbolism. Collectors appreciate not only the historical weight of the coin, but also the story it tells about American resilience during a time of transition. In the modern coin market, the rare 1965 Roosevelt dime, whether it be a transitional error, a high-grade mint state example, or a unique strike, commands both respect and excitement. For those fortunate enough to find one, it's not just about owning a piece of metal. It's about holding a fragment of history that bridges the past and present. As stories of extraordinary discoveries continue to circulate, this humble 10-cent coin remains a beacon of possibility, proof that incredible treasures can still be found in the most ordinary places. Next up in the 1995 P. Roosevelt dime is one of those fascinating pieces in U.S. coinage that combines modern minting with the enduring charm of an American icon. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, it bears the P. mint mark just above the date, marking its place of origin. On the obverse, the profile of Franklin D. Roosevelt faces left, a dignified tribute to the 32nd President of the United States, whose leadership during the Great Depression and World War II left an indelible mark on history. Around his image, the bold inscriptions "Liberty" and "In God We Trust" serve as powerful reminders of the nation's ideals, while the date, 1995, and mint mark anchor it firmly in its time. The reverse of this dime is equally symbolic and rich in meaning. At its center stands a flaming torch, flanked by an olive branch to the left and an oak branch to the right. These elements are not merely decorative, they speak volumes. The olive branch symbolizes peace, the torch represents liberty and enlightenment, and the oak branch embodies strength and victory. Surrounding these symbols are the inscriptions "United States of America, E Pluribus Unum," and the denomination 1 dime. This timeless design, created by John R. Sinek, has remained largely unchanged for decades, standing as a familiar yet underappreciated part of daily commerce. While most 1995 P. Roosevelt dimes are common and circulate without fanfare, a small number hold immense collector value due to rarity, condition, or minting anomalies. In numismatics, these rarities often come from mint errors, off-center strikes, double dies, or missing elements, or from coins that were preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition. In the case of the 1995 P, certain examples in flawless mint state grades, or with full torch bands on the reverse, can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars from eager collectors. It's the kind of coin that, in the right grade, transforms from spare change into a treasure. What makes this dime even more intriguing to collectors is its connection to a pivotal year in U.S. history. 1995 marked the 50th anniversary of the end of World War II, the very conflict in which Roosevelt's leadership proved decisive. Although the coin itself was not issued as a commemorative, its date and the enduring image of FDR give it a subtle but powerful historical resonance. For collectors, that historical connection adds depth and emotional value to what might otherwise be seen as a purely modern coin. Some of the most valuable 1995 P. Roosevelt dimes known to exist are proof-like specimens or those struck with exceptional sharpness, often from early dies before wear softened the details. These coins exhibit crisp, fully separated torch bands on the reverse, deeply mirrored fields, and frosted devices that make the design pop. In top condition, graded mint state 68 or higher by professional services, they can sell for significant sums, with auction records proving their desirability. This is where everyday pocket change and high-end collectibles meet in the most unexpected way. Mint errors from the 1995 P Dime series can be particularly exciting. Examples include double die obverse, where Roosevelt's profile or lettering appears doubled, broad strikes that cause the coin to spread beyond its normal diameter, or off-center strikes that leave part of the design missing. To the untrained eye, such pieces might look like damaged coins, but to a seasoned numismatist, they are treasures worth many times their face value. These errors are windows into the minting process, each telling a story about how precision and machinery can occasionally yield something truly unique. Collectors also seek out the 1995 P in special mint sets or in high-quality rolls, knowing that coins stored away at the time of issue tend to retain superior luster and fewer contact marks. While most circulated examples will never be worth more than face value, those in untouched condition are the hidden gems of the modern dime series. In today's active coin market, with demand for high-grade modern coins steadily growing, the 1995 P can surprise even experienced collectors with its market potential. The allure of the 1995 P. Roosevelt dime is heightened by its accessibility. Unlike ancient rarities or gold coins, this dime was struck in vast quantities and could still turn up in circulation. That means anyone, whether a seasoned collector or someone checking change at the grocery store, might stumble upon a valuable example. It's a reminder that in coin collecting, great finds aren't always locked away in museums. Sometimes they're hiding in plain sight, waiting for a careful eye to notice them. Beyond the monetary value, owning a premium example of the 1995 P. Roosevelt dime offers a tangible connection to American history, artistry, and craftsmanship. It bridges the gap between everyday commerce and the numismatic world, between a coin's utility and its role as a miniature work of art. For those who collect with passion, each coin tells a story, not just of the year it was made, but of the hands it passed through, the moments in history it witnessed, and the ideals it symbolizes. In the end, the most valuable 1995 P. Roosevelt dimes are far more than small discs of copper nickel. They are fragments of America's legacy, bearing the image of a leader who shaped the modern world and the symbols of peace, liberty, and strength. Whether found in a collector's showcase or discovered by chance, they carry the thrill of possibility, the idea that a simple dime could be a priceless piece of history. That thrill is what keeps collectors searching, examining, and dreaming, always hoping that the next coin they hold might just be the one that changes everything. Next up in the 1996 P. Roosevelt dime is one of those fascinating United States coins that continues to capture the imagination of collectors and treasure hunters alike. Struck at the Philadelphia Mint, the P mint mark proudly identifies its origin, and in certain rare cases, examples of this dime have been known to achieve astonishing prices in the coin market. At first glance, the coin seems like an ordinary piece of pocket change, but under closer examination, certain rare varieties and error strikes reveal themselves to be treasures of immense value. For some collectors, the thrill lies in knowing that a small, everyday coin can be worth thousands, or even millions, under the right circumstances. This element of mystery and potential reward makes the 1996 P Dime, a truly compelling piece for anyone passionate about numismatics. The obverse of the 1996 P. Roosevelt dime features the dignified portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, a leader remembered for guiding the nation through the Great Depression and most of World War II. His profile faces left, with the bold word liberty running along the rim, while the motto, "In God We Trust," sits prominently before him. The date, 1996, anchors the lower right, and the P mint mark signifies its Philadelphia origin. This design is not merely functional. It's a living tribute to a man whose leadership and vision left an indelible mark on the nation. In the hands of collectors, it's a piece of American history preserved in metal. Turning to the reverse, the artistry continues with a design rich in symbolism. Centered on the coin is a lit torch, its flame representing liberty, a core value deeply ingrained in American culture. Flanking the torch are two branches, an olive branch on the left symbolizing peace, and an oak branch on the right, representing strength and victory. Above them is the motto E pluribus unum, out of many, one, which captures the unifying spirit of the United States. Encircling the central imagery are the words United States of America and one dime, forming a frame that's both bold and elegant. This reverse is more than decoration. It's a visual statement of America's ideals. What sets the rare 1996 P. Roosevelt dime apart from common issues are the extraordinary minting errors, unique strike variations, and pristine conditions that elevate its desirability. Certain specimens have been discovered with full torch details, what collectors call full bands, where the horizontal lines on the torch are sharply struck and fully separated. Others have emerged with striking anomalies such as off-center strikes, double dies, or missing elements, all of which can send collectors into bidding frenzies. In such cases, a simple dime can leap from face value to an object of serious financial significance. The value of these coins often comes down to condition and rarity. Coins graded at the highest levels, such as MS-68 or MS-69 by professional grading services, are virtually flawless and command premium prices. In some cases, these top-tier examples, especially with full bands, have fetched astonishing sums at auction. For collectors, finding such a coin in circulation is the ultimate prize, a moment of serendipity that transforms ordinary pocket change into a life-changing windfall. The 1996 P dime also holds special historical significance because it was issued during a time when modern minting technology was advancing, but traditional craftsmanship still played a role. This balance between precision and artistry means that certain high-quality examples display an exceptional level of detail and luster that is rare in today's high-speed production. These coins not only hold financial value, but also serve as markers of a transitional period in U.S. coin production. Collectors are drawn to this dime not only for its potential value, but also for the story it tells. Every scratch, shine, or imperfection carries the history of where it has been, perhaps through countless transactions, in a soldier's pocket, or resting for decades in an untouched coin jar. The rarest examples, untouched and uncirculated, offer a glimpse of the coin exactly as it left the mint, frozen in time for future generations to admire. For those lucky enough to discover a rare 1996 P dime, the financial rewards can be extraordinary. Some of these coins, under the right market conditions and with the right buyer, have been known to sell for staggering amounts. These are the kinds of finds that can turn casual hobbyists into serious collectors overnight and make lifelong numismatic enthusiasts out of anyone who experiences the thrill of a big discovery. The allure of the 1996 P. Roosevelt dime lies in this blend of history, artistry, rarity, and the tantalizing possibility of sudden wealth. It is a reminder that treasures do not always come in the form of gold bars or gemstones. Sometimes, they are hidden in plain sight, jingling quietly in our change. The journey of searching for these rare coins is as rewarding as the find itself, with each coin examined representing another step in the hunt for hidden fortune. Ultimately, the rare and valuable 1996 P dime represents the essence of coin collecting, the blend of passion, history, and the possibility of striking it rich. Whether discovered by accident or sought after with painstaking dedication, these coins inspire excitement, spark curiosity, and fuel the imagination. They stand as proof that the smallest pieces of currency can carry the largest stories, and sometimes the largest rewards. Next up in the 2002 D Roosevelt Dime, while often overlooked as a common modern coin, holds an intriguing position in the world of numismatics when considered in the context of rarity, condition, and collector demand. Minted at the Denver Mint, the D mint mark on this dime signals its origin from one of America's most prolific coin-producing facilities. On the obverse, we see the timeless portrait of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, the 32nd President of the United States, rendered in sharp detail when in high grade. His image is accompanied by the proud American motto, "In God We Trust," and encircled by the word liberty, a constant reminder of the values he upheld during his presidency. The date, 2002, sits clearly beneath, alongside the mint mark, D, marking it as part of this year's mintage. Turning to the reverse, the coin bursts with rich symbolism that has stood for decades. A torch burns at the center, representing liberty and the enduring flame of freedom. To its left, an olive branch represents peace, and to its right, an oak branch symbolizes strength and victory. Together, these elements form a powerful trio of American ideals, a message that has resonated through generations of coinage. Surrounding these central elements are the inscriptions E pluribus unum, meaning out of many, one, and the proud declaration United States of America. The face value 1 dime reminds us that this piece, despite its small size, carries more meaning than its 10-cent denomination might suggest. While the vast majority of 2002 D dimes remain in circulation, their true collectible potential lies in exceptional conditions, such as mint state 67 or higher. In these pristine grades, every hairline on Roosevelt's portrait is sharp, every leaf on the olive and oak branches is crisp, and the fields shine with immaculate luster. Such specimens are difficult to find because circulation quickly wears away these delicate details. For collectors, the challenge of finding such flawless examples transforms a modern coin into a treasure hunt with exciting rewards, adding to the appeal. Certain 2002 D Roosevelt dimes exhibit rare minting errors that can dramatically increase their value. Errors such as off-center strikes, double dies, or coins struck on incorrect planchets are highly sought after in today's numismatic market. These mistakes, born from the fast-paced, high-volume production environment of the Denver Mint, turn an otherwise common dime into a unique artifact with potentially hundreds or even thousands of dollars in value to eye in the larger picture of rare U.S. coinage. Even coins from recent decades can command staggering prices when they possess the right combination of rarity, condition, and demand. Stories of small denomination coins fetching hundreds of thousands, or even millions, at auction may seem unbelievable, but they serve as reminders that treasure can still be found in everyday change. A single rare bicentennial-era dime, or an error variety of the 2002 D, could theoretically change the financial fate of its finder. Collectors often speak of the sleepers in the hobby, coins that are plentiful in circulated grades but extremely rare in top condition. The 2002 D dime could fall into this category. While tens of millions were minted, the number of surviving pieces in flawless condition is minuscule. With grading services encapsulating and certifying these high-grade survivors, competition among collectors can push prices upward in a way that surprises even experienced numismatists. It is this blend of artistry, symbolism, history, and potential financial reward that makes coins like the 2002 D Roosevelt dime so fascinating. To the untrained eye, it may simply be another small silver-colored coin in pocket change. But to the knowledgeable collector, it could be the missing piece in a meticulously assembled Roosevelt dime collection, or the star of a high-grade set poised for exhibition. Furthermore, coins like these serve as tangible connections to the early 2000s, a period of transition and technological advancement in the United States. Holding a pristine 2002 D dime is like holding a small, durable time capsule. It is a piece of everyday life from 2 decades ago, yet it carries timeless values and a design that has endured since the mid-20th century. The excitement around rare and valuable coins is fueled by the possibility of finding one where you least expect it. Imagine sifting through a jar of loose change, only to discover a brilliant, untouched 2002 D dime with perfect strike, full bands on the torch, and gleaming luster. An example so flawless that it sends shockwaves through a coin auction, selling for an astonishing sum. Such finds are rare, but the very possibility keeps collectors and treasure hunters scanning every coin that passes through their hands. Ultimately, the 2002 D Roosevelt dime reminds us that value in coins is not determined solely by age or metal content, but by a combination of artistry, symbolism, scarcity, and condition. Whether it's a high-grade example tucked safely in a collector's case or an extraordinary mint error that defies expectations, this dime has the potential to inspire awe and excitement. In the hands of a passionate numismatist, it becomes more than currency. It becomes a story, a piece of history, and perhaps a life-changing discovery. Next up in the 2016 D Roosevelt dime may seem like just another modern United States coin, but hidden within certain examples lies the potential for staggering value in today's coin market. Struck at the Denver Mint, this dime features the familiar portrait of Franklin D. Roosevelt facing left on the obverse, honoring the 32nd President of the United States, who led the nation through the Great Depression and World War II. Surrounding his likeness is the bold word liberty, the national motto "In God We Trust," and the year 2016, alongside the D mint mark signifying its origin. While millions were produced for everyday circulation, rare varieties, minting errors, and exceptional high-grade examples can transform this modest 10-cent piece into a true treasure worth thousands, or even more. In the right circumstances, collectors know that the real magic of the 2016 D dime lies in the details. The reverse carries the time-honored design that has graced the Roosevelt dime since 1946. 3 central symbols: an olive branch, a torch, and an oak branch. These represent peace, liberty, and victory, respectively, and are framed by the inscriptions United States of America and 1 dime, along with the enduring Latin motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one. But for the seasoned numismatist, it's not just the design that matters. It's the quality of the strike, the presence of rare die varieties, or the discovery of an uncirculated specimen that makes the heart race and the value skyrocket. Among the most fascinating aspects of the 2016 D Roosevelt dime is the world of mint errors. Off-center strikes, double dies, and planchet flaws can transform an otherwise ordinary dime into a numismatic marvel. An off-center strike that leaves part of the design missing, or a double die where inscriptions or images appear doubled, can push the value into the hundreds or even thousands of dollars. These anomalies occur during the minting process and are highly sought after by collectors who prize uniqueness above all else. Condition also plays a monumental role in determining the value of a 2016 D dime. Coins graded at the highest levels, such as MS 68 or MS 69 by professional grading services, are incredibly rare and command premium prices at auction. Even a coin that appears perfect to the naked eye may reveal tiny imperfections under magnification, meaning that truly flawless examples are few and far between. For this reason, collectors are willing to pay substantial amounts for top-tier graded dimes, especially when they are preserved in pristine condition from the moment of minting. What makes the 2016 D dime particularly intriguing is how a coin minted in massive quantities can still hold extraordinary value for the right specimen. While most dimes from this year will forever remain worth 10 cents, certain combinations of rarity, demand, and condition can elevate them into the realm of high-dollar collectibles. In some cases, rare die varieties from modern years have fetched surprising sums because the demand for complete collections pushes prices higher than expected. It's important to note that the Roosevelt dime series itself holds a special place in U.S. coinage history. Introduced in 1946 to honor Roosevelt's legacy and his tireless work in founding the March of Dimes to fight polio, the design has remained remarkably consistent for decades. This consistency means that collectors often seek out every date and mint mark. And when a year like 2016 produces noteworthy errors or ultra-high-grade examples, it instantly draws attention within the hobby. The allure of the 2016 D Dime also ties into the larger fascination with modern rarities. In recent years, coins from the 2000s and 2010s have begun commanding higher prices than many expect, simply because collectors now recognize that securing flawless examples early is far easier than searching for them decades later. Coins that survive without the scratches, nicks, and wear of circulation can be remarkably valuable, even though they're still relatively young compared to older classics. For the treasure hunter, this means opportunity is literally in your pocket change. Spotting a 2016 D Roosevelt dime with sharp, mirror-like surfaces, strong details, or an unusual flaw could be your ticket to a substantial payday. Many collectors have discovered valuable coins in everyday transactions, proving that not all treasures are buried deep underground. Some are hiding in plain sight. In the broader context of the coin market, the 2016 D Dime is a reminder that numismatics is about more than just age. While ancient coins and early American issues naturally command respect, the modern minting era has produced its own rarities and treasures. For those willing to study, search, and preserve these coins, the rewards can be tremendous. A single, rare dime from this year might cover more than just a few bills. It could change your financial picture entirely. Ultimately, the 2016 D Roosevelt dime stands as proof that every coin has a story, and sometimes that story includes a plot twist, worth thousands of dollars. Whether it's an ultra-high-grade mint state beauty, a bizarre mint error, or a coin with a rare die variety, the potential is there for those who know what to look for. The next time you come across a dime from 2016 with a little D mint mark under the date, take a closer look. You might just be holding a piece of modern numismatic history that could make you rich overnight.